sure you know by now, I'm Robson, the actor who likes to dabble in a spot of fishing. In fact, for over 30 years, I was quite happy just fishing for salmon and trout on the tranquil rivers of the northeast.
But a couple of years ago, that all changed.
Over 2 series of extreme fishing, my eyes have been open to some of the most mind-blowing fishing on the planet.
Oh my God! Look at this creature!
I've had the lows. No! And I've had the highs. And quite frankly, I'm addicted.
That is why we came here! Look at that fish!
Now I'm back for more. Much more.
Yes! It's time for the Extreme Fishing World Tour!
I'm going to be spending the next 4 out of 5 months on the road.
Did it! Yes! We did it! Traveling over 60,000 miles to 14 different countries on 4 different continents. Yes! And he's in! Yes!
This is angling heaven! All in the most extreme conditions imaginable. I'll be chucking a hook into 9 different seas and oceans. Meeting all kinds of crazy fishermen.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
And risking life and limb. All in pursuit of the scariest.
Oh my goodness, yes!
Weirdest.
I have always wanted to catch one of these.
Most powerful fish on the planet.
This is the longest I have ever had to fight a fish.
Yes! It's my biggest ever challenge.
That fish.
Oh yes.
We got a fish on! Yes! We got him! This is Extreme Fishing!
Already on my world tour, I've been fishing in astonishing Asia.
I've never seen anything as spectacular as that! That is incredible!
Stunning South America.
Look at that! That has to be one of the most extraordinary looking fish.
And awesome Africa.
3 casts, 3 fish, get in!
But now it's time to hit the Caribbean and the unexpected fishing wonderland that is Cuba. Although it lies just 60 miles south of Florida, Cuba, the largest island in the Caribbean, has a culture that's utterly unique.
There it is. Havana, Cuba.
Capital Havana is the biggest city in the Caribbean and home to over 2 million Cubans. And it's certainly colourful.
I've only been here 5 minutes. I'm loving it already.
I'm staying at the National Hotel, bang in the centre of town, where there's been many a famous guest over the years.
Frank Sinatra, Ava Gardner, Rita Hayworth, Ant and Dec.
Everyone knows the cliches about Cuba, so let's get them out of the way, shall we?
Viva Havana!
It's a riotous mix of crumbling colonial buildings, vibed up people, funky laid-back music, and big yank cars left over from before Castro's 1959 revolution.
Slane just walked into a time machine and gone back 50 years. I wonder if Elvis Presley's still alive.
Legendary novelist Ernest Hemingway set his famous fishing novel The Old Man and the Sea here, and it's very easy to see why he fell in love with the place. Not least, all the lovely lasses.
Oh look, how cold.
But your man in Havana is actually here to pull out some cracking fish. And what better place to start than the Malecon, Havana's famous main promenade. As food here is expensive and often in short supply, many Cubans rely on fishing to feed their families. Access to boats, though, is strictly controlled to stop everyone sailing off to America. So for many, the only option is to cast a line off the seawall.
It's a great spot.
Apparently there are fishermen here every day and night. Clearly there are decent-sized eating fish out there.
Wow, hey! Woo! He's happy.
But can I get my first Cuban catch?
Bollocks.
This is like fishing in a washing machine.
You can't jump off because you get knocked over by your bus or a tuk-tuk or a bicycle now.
Eventually, though, I do get a nibble.
Somebody just had a good go at it there. Go on. Go on, take it again. I dare you. Yes! We're in! We're in! We're in! On extreme fishing! I've caught a sardine! Hey, matey! I'll swap you! You have this one, and I have that one. You have this one, I have that one. Go on! Well done. It was only a matter of time before that happened. So I caught a sardine. I'm absolutely soaked with the threat of drowning or being knocked over by a bus. Time to leave town. I'm off.
To get the big stuff, I'm going to have to head for the watery wilderness that makes up so much of Cuba. An hour and a half southeast of Havana is one of Cuba's biggest rivers, the Rio Hataguanico. I'm going there because it's home to a fish I'm desperate to catch, the spectacular tarpon. Cuba offers some of the best tarpon fishing in the world, but I'm going to need some expert tuition to land one.
Fisherman I'll be with today, Lazaros, is one of the best fishermen in Cuba, if not the world. He is the Yoda of fishing. And today, I'm Obi Robson Kenobi.
Lazaro Vinola is the head ranger for the heavily forested national park the Rio Hataguanico runs through. With him is Felipe Rodriguez, one of his most experienced fishing guides.
Hey Felipe, Lazaro, if there is one thing I should know about tarpon fishing, what is it?
It's very difficult to catch them. Same time they jump a lot, many times. The hooks never set the hook very well. When they jump, many times they go.
After half an hour, tarpon fishing commences.
Wait.
Lazaro does a couple of practice casts, and bang!
Oh my good yarn.
Amazingly, he's straight in.
Oh! Oh, he's trying to take you back in. He's trying to take you back in. You just lost it. How does that feel? It's not a good. It's not a good feeling, is it? Losing a fish.
So yeah, and you have to try to breathe here.
Oh, I'm getting quite excited.
Time for my first cast. Popping the floating line across the water. And I get my first bite. Briefly.
I'm okay. God damn it!
Relax and cast again.
Okay, I'm just relaxed. You know, I'm here to relax in Cuba. Yeah, I was really relaxed there. Do you see that?
Second cast. Second bite.
I saw him follow it.
But it's off again. Just how many tarpon am I going to hook and lose today? As billed, landing a tarpon is proving incredibly difficult. It's time for a tip.
When you set hook, you have to do it when parallel to the water.
Side set.
If you do high,
Okay.
you know the puppet come out.
Thank you for telling me that.
It's good advice, which I proceed to ignore.
The line's come on.
But the puppet is still there.
Yeah. You see the way I set the rod incorrectly? I set it up and it should have gone to side.
Listen, Robson, listen to what you're being told. The reason why you do these programs is you meet experts, and the expert told you to set the rod to the side. You didn't do that. Hence, the hook came out the fish's mouth. I've lost 5. I'm obviously not being taught properly. Come on, Lazaro. Come on. Failing to catch a tarpon is not an option. But the bites and the misses keep on coming. Stay on, stay on. I beg you, please stay on. Just for the folks back home. Please show them I can fish and it's off again. Not 8. I can't lose 8 fish. I can't lose 8 fish. Oh, yes, I can. And more. Stay on. Off. One of them has to stay on. Oh, yes. Surely this time. He's a nice fish. He just slammed onto it. Oh, and he's off. You mother... No. I can't bear it. I cannot bear it. This is torture. You guys are just getting a big kick out of this. Let's watch the Brit humiliate himself. Come on, Robson. You can't let this fish beat you. Yes. Finally, I've got the hook properly in. Tarpon! What a tarpon! Oh my goodness, look at him go! What an acrobat! Whew. It's an absolute beauty. Look at that rod, look at that jump, look at that fish! But no. And he's up again and he's off and there it's go. Well, that is the beauty of fishing. Because 1 minute you're up, the next minute you're down, then another minute you're down, then you're really hysterically down, and then you get incredibly depressed. But then you're up again because you catch another fish. This might just be the hardest to catch fish on Earth. I'm beginning to think it's actually impossible. I need more help.
Right in the moment when they jump, put down your rod.
You could have told me that an hour ago. Right, here goes. In again. Right, as soon as he jumps. As soon as he jumps. But can I finally get this one on board? He's a big one. He is a beautiful tarpon. Oh, please, I don't want to lose this. He's running again. He's going to jump again. Okay, when he comes up, put the rod down.
Yes.
No. Yes, very well. Oh, yes, and he's still on. Thanks, lads. Thanks for the expert tip. Oh, look at the size of this beauty. 13. It's my lucky number. Yes, BJ. Yes. How about that for a beautiful looking fish? That's why he's called the Silver King. He is a bar of chrome. Lovely iridescent greens and blues on the haunches. And that mouth is designed like that so he can come to the surface, take a gulp of air and go back under and extract oxygen from the air. He's a stunner. He's prehistoric. He's extreme. And I am the happiest angler in Cuba. Travelling through Cuba is an extraordinary experience. Instead of cars on the roads, you're more likely to see cowboys on horseback. The countryside is peppered with enormous old ruined sugar mills. And driving through Cuba's small towns is like going back in time. My next fishing destination is 200 miles from Havana, in the remote islands of the northeast. To get there means negotiating this extraordinary 30-mile causeway known as the El Petroplén. Unfortunately in Cuba, the potholes are a bit bigger than I'm used to.
You think I'm going to cross that flimsy excuse for a bridge in a 2-ton van? You must be out of your mind. The road gone. It's disappeared. Come on, right, it's safe as houses. Not a problem. Oh. Left hand down. Straighten up.
Thank goodness for that. The death-defying driving should be worth it though. The islands and shallow inlets up here are sparsely populated and rarely fished, making an ideal habitat for my target fish today, the lightning-fast, incredibly elusive bonefish.
And in order to catch these fish today, we've got to be really quiet. Just as well because Eddie doesn't speak any English. My Spanish is rubbish. Hola, Eddie. Hola. What's that?
Eddie Valdez, my guide, has been hunting bonefish here since he was a kid and knows everything there is to know about how to catch them. After 15 minutes, we reach the saltwater flats my nervous and skittish prey lives in. And it's not just the fact bonefish must be hunted in silence that makes them such a special prize. It's what happens after you hook one.
Every angler I've met has told me, if I latch into a bonefish, I am in for the fight of my life. It can strip hundreds of yards of line off your reel in seconds, along with the skin off your knuckles. Let's see if it's true.
First things first, can we even find one? Because bonefish are so sensitive to noise, Eddie turns the engine off and we punt our way in.
Well, if I see one, I've got to stop myself from screaming. There's a fish, Eddie. Let's cast into it. Come on.
The water is crystal clear, and I catch my first fleeting glimpse of a bonefish.
Send me unwinding the line from the reel. Spooked it. Just seen one and just buggered off. And I have to say at very high speed. This silence and this stealth-like approach isn't half adding to my attention. Never been so nervous in all my life.
It is a bit spooky. Mind you, they are known as the ghost fish.
They're here. Oh, yeah, I see.
There's a bonefish coming right in.
Shit.
Suddenly, it grabs the bait.
God, it's gone about 50 meters. Oh my God, I'm down to the backing.
I panic, put the brake on too hard, and the line breaks.
I only had that much line left. I had to stop. He took 150 yards of line.
I've never known anything like this. That fish went off like a torpedo.
Yeah. Eddie's lent me his rod. It's got more line on it. I feel so ashamed. So amateurish.
Eddie, high on deck, spots more of these amazing rocket fish out there. In fact, he's so excited, he's even found some English.
He's interested. Come on, take it.
I can see them right there. but they don't bite. It could be the shadow of the boat that's spooking them. So we try on foot. Eddie spots more bonefish in the distance. And the countdown commences. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's away! Look! Come on! It's just going and going! New extraordinary fish! He's 100 meters ahead of us and he's not stuck yet! He's gone! He's gone into the sunset! But this time, I got enough line to slow him down. Oh, I'm enjoying bone fishing. Oh my goodness, what a run. Man, those fish, they just take a hook, and they run, and they run, and they don't stop. They're just taking 100 yards. In the blink of an eye. I've nearly got him. But Eddie warned me they can go hard a second time. There he goes. That's the second one. Head up, head up. Told all times, keep the rod at 60 degrees. I mean, just looking at this fish, it can't be more than 5 pounds. And it's fighting like a 20-pound fish. But bonefish are built for explosive speed, not endurance. So after 10 minutes, this awesome athlete is finally exhausted. Now I know why every angler in the world talks about this species. This is an Olympian of the ocean. Some people call it the banana fish, the phantom, the silver ghost, even the scrubber. But this is the bonefish. Why is it called a bonefish? Because it's got lots of bones in it. Honest, hand on heart, he is the greatest fighting fish on the planet. Even though he's small, look at that tail. Look at the aft end, look at the design. That's where all the power comes from. That's why this fella can do runs of 100 and 150 meters. Can you imagine me banging into something twice or 3 times the size of this? It just would be game over. I'd take all my line and my rod and I'd be barefoot water skiing. But that's it. I've done it. Great. Fantastic. It's an extreme fish. It's an extremely powerful fish. And this man here, Edward, is an extremely fine captain. Thank you, sir. Gracias. Now this fella's been struggling a while on the end of my line, so I'm going to put him back. Oh, excellent. That's me done. You're a good fisherman, Edward. You're a good fisherman. What a day. What an experience. And I'm only halfway through my time in Cuba. So to illustrate how plentiful the seas around Cuba really are, I've come to the old town of Trinidad near the south coast. Trinidad is a wonderful cobbled hillside town full of Spanish-style squares and ancient churches.
Will you look at that? This is some sweet spot. Well, the fishing is half as good as this place. We're in for a real treat.
Next morning, it's down to the marina. So far, the fish I've caught have been protected and have had to go back. Now I'm desperate to catch dinner. Hopefully, local fishing experts Captain Guillermo Perez and Deccan George will be able to sort me out.
Hola.
Hola. Good morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Very well. Guillermo?
Yes.
Robson.
Guillermo.
Well, George, pleasure to meet you. So we're going to do some trawling, we'll do some reef fishing, and you're going to catch me a fish meze for my dinner?
No problem.
No problem?
Yes, okay.
Let's go.
No problem.
Just off Trinidad, out in the Caribbean Sea, are a series of barely fished reefs that should make for rich pickings.
I mean, hardly any boats are allowed out on the ocean, so no pressure on the sea. So we could get snapper, garupa, could get mackerel, could get barracuda.
Time to start Hang on, we're in already.
Oh, I've got colour.
Yeah, barracuda.
Barracuda?
Yes.
Blimey, that didn't take long.
Excellent. 4-pound barracuda, one of the fastest ocean-going predators, capable of incredible speeds, uses the tactics of ambush, but that's what causes all the problems. Great! I'm excited! I'm not quite excited, I'm very excited!
And more importantly, for my dinner hunt, this is a fish we can eat.
Good start, good start.
And literally seconds later, I've got a proper battle on.
Think it might be another barracuda? Number 2. Good. Excellent. He's a lot bigger than the other one. Another one for the pot. Yay!
And straight away, another portion of barracuda.
Another fish on! They're going thick and fast. It's another barracuda! Grilled barracuda, fried barracuda, poached barracuda, baked barracuda. It's got to be a cacophony of barracuda.
Then straight into yet another bite. Something different to add to the barracuda bonanza, perhaps?
Now you got a bigger fish on now. My goodness, it is true what they say. A lot of fish in Cuba.
It's a barracuda.
Oh, barracuda. In about 4 minutes. Excellent. What's the collective noun for barracuda? That's the biggest one today. Yeah, you got about a 5.5, 6 pound bar of silver there. Ferocious teeth. This up there does not propel him at some speed. It's barracuda everywhere. There's a lot of barracuda in Cuba. Should change its name. Barracuda.
Okay, if I'm going to get my seafood smorgasbord, it's time for a change of tactic.
Right, we've done our trawling. Very successful. We've got more barracuda than you can shake a stick at. Put the anchor down and Yebo's got the hand lines out there. I'm going to do a bit of bait fishing.
And it's not long before these amazing seas offer up some more bounty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, he's on. He's on. Oh, he's big. Oh, he's taken in the reef. He's not coming out, is he? Oh, God, it's a big fish.
Suddenly, though, we're back on.
Yep. Yeah. Belly's out.
And it's a stunner.
That is the best tasting fish in Cuba. That's why you're so happy. You weren't doing that when we caught the barracuda, though, were you? Because you know that's a tasty fish. It's a beautiful looking fish as well. Yeah, do you know what? Out of all the garupa family, that has to be the prettiest. How beautiful is that fish? Those red and brown spots all over its body. Those different tones on its dorsal fin. Look at the yellow tops of the dorsal fin now. They're disguising some serious spines. This extraordinary cavernous mouth. And that's why they're so difficult to catch on a hand line. You think you're into a monster, but what he's doing, he's got hold of your bait and taking him in the cave, and you think you've lost him. What you have to do is let the line loose, and then swim out again. So happy, because that's the best tasting fish around in Cuba.
What an amazing abundance of fish out here. It's been a great day. I head back into Trinidad, catch in hand, looking forward to my first Cuban fish supper. And it's also the perfect opportunity to show off my Spanglish.
Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? My name is Robson.
Mucho gusto, Alfonso.
Alfonso. How's about that? Barracuda? Good barracuda? Really? We got garupa. How we got to cook these? Frito, plancha, grill?
En la playa y en el horno. En la playa también.
Yes.
No tiene problema.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't understand a word.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Y este es filete.
No idea how he's going to cook these. Papas fritas?
Sí.
With that and the barracuda, with the chips, what more could a man ask for?
Cuban band? Check. Salsa dancers? Check. Beautiful outdoor setting? Check. Must be time for dinner.
Alfonso, muchas gracias. Yeah, look at that. Right, we've got the garupa here, which looks like he's baked. It is the best tasting fish in the world. It's absolutely beautiful. As for the barracuda, it's just as good. Garupa, fantastic. The barracuda, sensational. Music's just wonderful. People dancing, beautiful. And I'm sat here like bloody no mates. A Geordie wallflower. I'll have a chip.
But luckily, my agent's been on the phone.
You would like to dance with me? My goodness. The Cuban women, they're not backward and coming forward. Never salsa. I'm a virgin salsa dancer. No problem for you? Okay. I'm a quick learner, huh?
I tell you what, if there's a more relaxed atmosphere in which to celebrate a tremendous day's fishing, then I've yet to see it.
Yes, away with the formalities. Are you local? What's your star sign, love?
Unfortunately, my salsa is only marginally better than my charap lines. Time for a bit more practice before bedtime.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, oh, I've still got it. Yeah, but can't she do the lawnmower? 1, 2, 3, wee.
Now it's time for my final Cuban challenge. I'm heading to the remote islands of Cayo Las Brujas to catch the biggest fish Cuba has to offer. I went after baby tarpon on the Hataguanico River a few days ago. And that was hard enough.
I can't bear it. I cannot bear it.
But now I'm after the real monsters out in the open sea. The giant tarpon can grow up to an enormous 8 feet long here.
When the ocean's like that, we call it iron flat. We also call that perfect tarpon fishing conditions. Oh, I hope I don't make a fool of myself today. Feeling a bit nervous. Remember, the biggest fish I've ever caught in a fly line, 18 pound. And out there,
out there, they're 6, 7, 8 times the size of that. Just deep breaths when it comes to... In Spanish. It's time to head out for what I'm hoping will be an epic battle at sea. Conditions on the water do look perfect. And today I'm going out with Italian ex-racing driver and now full-time angler Fabrizio Barbaza. Also on board is Cuban guide Samuel Lleras-Pompa. Both these guys have been hunting giant tarpon here for over 10 years.
Are they known for their runs, tarpon, or is it they fight by becoming airborne constantly, or do they tend to run and strip the line of the reel?
Every fish is a different fish, so they have different personalities. While some tarpon are jumping all the time, other the young ones, then they fight different.
We edge our way in to where the giant tarpon should be lurking. We switch the engine off. We're now paddling towards, apparently, 200 tarpon, according to Samuel here. He knows they just seen a leap in the distance as well. Do we have to be quiet? Yeah. Really quiet? That's a real problem for me to keep quiet. I'll try. Could be in for the ultimate fishing experience, ladies and gentlemen. All the signs are good.
Look at that bird. See? Okay, this south fish below him. And I saw that tarpon just below him.
All we need now is a bite. For over an hour, nothing. It's all getting a bit tense on the boat. Then, here they come. There's a huge shoal in front of us here.
Yeah.
Huge shoal. Yeah, massive. Yeah, they come, baby. Oh, look at that, my friend. Look at that. Oh, went for my lure. It went for it straight away. As it landed on the... They're here. They're just around the boat here. I'm in. We've got a strike here.
Okay.
At last, a giant tarpon on the line. Samuel urges me not to wind too fast.
Stop.
And it's off.
They come, they're following. Oh, how's it feeling?
It's live and up now, hasn't it? Gentlemen, start your engines. Then another massive bite, and we're in again. Oh my goodness, he left! Okay, Fabrizio, you tell me how to play this. That is a giant.
Let it go.
He's taking 100 meters here. Okay, a lot of tension here, Fabrizio. I need to relax.
Under pressure.
By the size of it, the way he jumped out there, 50 meters away, what do you reckon, 50 pound?
I didn't see it.
I saw it. Let me tell you, I saw it. This is such a big fish, we're going to have to take our time and use teamwork to bring him in.
If he's jumping, because if he's running, you follow him. Like this.
This extraordinary beast is determined to leap off the hook.
We jump again now. See what they did? Be careful, gentle, huh?
Come on, Robson, don't blow it. There is a lot of pressure. We've been fishing for hours, and we so don't want to lose this fish. You've got to see what this creature looks like. This giant is hardly moving. We have to bring it in inch by inch. It's got incredible stamina. It's just a silver bar of muscle. And it's winning this fight at the minute. Oh, shit. Fabrizio to take over. Again. Finally, there's some movement. Just 20 yards away. This is some battle.
You okay, mate?
Time check. 40 minutes have passed. We've both had 3 goes each, and the fish is still winning.
Okay, he's here. See some colour.
But it now looks like we're into the end game, and this fish is huge.
Never stop to run. It's a good animal.
Isn't he the most gorgeous fish you've ever seen? I see why you do this, Fabrizio.
After one final struggle, Samuel gets a hold.
Oh my God! This fish isn't large, it's massive. This is about 55 pounds of pure silver power. It is the most stunning fish I've ever caught, Fabrizio. I've never seen a more stunning looking fish. This series is called Extreme Fishing. And if you don't think that's an extreme fish, then I want to see the pictures of fish you've caught, because this is one of the best fish I've ever caught in my angling life. Fabrizio, you did it. You got it for us. So well done. All day I've been whispering, but not anymore, because I've caught my extreme fish. Viva Cuba! Viva Cuba!
Ernest Hemingway wrote about one man's titanic battle with a giant fish in Cuba. And now I know what that feels like.
That was a team effort! Excellent! Team! Extreme fishing! Cuba! Excellent!
It's a simply unbelievable end to my Cuban adventure. I half expected the intoxicating mix of wonderful characters, laid-back music and step-back-in-time settings. But it's the fishing in Cuba that's been an absolute revelation.
You extraordinary fish! Look at that!
This has been a trip I will truly never forget.
Love that!
My next destination is fishing crazy Japan, where I encounter one of the weirdest, most deadly fish on earth.
There you have it!
Dress up in ninja style to deliberately catch a fish as small as the bait.
Yeah. The fortune-telling fish.
Enjoy the local seafood ice cream. And pull something extraordinary from the depths.
Yeah!